What happens when the world stops seeing you? But you keep showing up, for yourself, for your family, for your country? This is the story of Catherine, Princess of Wales, not as the future queen, not as a royal icon, but as a woman. A wife. A mother. A fighter. In the wake of her cancer diagnosis, Catherine didn't ask for pity. She disappeared. Quietly. But while the world speculated, she endured in silence. And when she returned, it wasn't with fanfare or grandeur, but with a presence so steady, so strong, that it made people pause. This is not just a royal story. It's a human one. A story of how silent strength can echo louder than any crown. In early 2024, something changed. Catherine, always visible, always poised, suddenly vanished from public life. No events. No engagements. No images from Kensington Palace. At first, it was subtle. Then, the silence grew deafening. Tabloids speculated. Conspiracy theorists flourished. But the palace stayed quiet, until a short, somber statement: the Princess of Wales is undergoing treatment for cancer. There were no dramatic interviews. No hospital photos. No stories of struggle. And yet, in her silence, Catherine said everything. Behind the palace walls, Catherine wasn't resting, she was preparing. She spent her days between treatment and motherhood, between private tears and quiet strength. Sources close to the family revealed she continued to review initiatives, read reports, even send handwritten thank you letters to charities. Her campaign Shaping Us, focused on early childhood, never stopped. Her children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, were still picked up from school when she could. She didn't disappear from duty. She simply chose a different battlefield, one without cameras. It was strength in the softest form. Not fighting for attention, but for life, for purpose. Trooping the Colour, June 2024. The crowd gathered. Cameras zoomed in. And then, there she was. Dressed in pale ivory blue, standing beside Prince William and their children, Catherine stepped onto the balcony. Her expression was serene. Her movements graceful. But those who looked closely saw more: a spark behind the eyes, a resilience that radiated calm. No announcement had to be made. No speeches required. That moment was her declaration: I'm here. I've fought. And I've returned, stronger than before. It wasn't a comeback. It was a quiet coronation of the heart. While King Charles faced his own battle with cancer and Prince William stepped deeper into statesmanship, Catherine became the emotional anchor of the royal family. She didn't issue royal decrees or dominate headlines. But insiders say it was her steady hand, her quiet reassurances behind closed doors, that kept everything moving. When the public saw William give a major speech or lead a national commemoration, few knew it was Catherine who helped refine the message, shape the tone. She became the soft echo behind every firm royal stance. Even Princess Anne, renowned for her stoicism, is said to admire Catherine's stillness, calling it the kind of calm that only comes from deep courage. Catherine's presence helped keep Charles grounded during difficult treatment cycles, and she offered strength to Queen Camilla as well, not through grand gestures, but by being consistently present. That's the heart of it. Catherine shows up. Quietly. Powerfully. Always. To many, Catherine once represented the perfect princess, elegant, reserved, flawless. But today, after illness, motherhood, and a decade inside the royal bubble, she represents something deeper. Resilience. She doesn't chase cameras. She builds legacies. Through the Shaping Us campaign, Catherine is reshaping how the world views early childhood development, not as a niche issue, but as the foundation of an entire society. She meets with neuroscientists. She visits nurseries. She listens. She doesn't do it for the photo. She does it because it matters. And in doing so, she's redefining what it means to be a royal woman. Not someone who waves from a balcony, but someone who rolls up her sleeves. Not a symbol, but a participant. Catherine doesn't try to outshine the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II. She honors it by embodying its quiet strength. But she's also adding something new: emotional intelligence, maternal wisdom, and 21st-century compassion. She's proving you can lead with grace, and still be a force of change. William and Catherine are more than a royal couple. They are partners, strategists, teammates. Sources say they hold nightly strategy sessions at Kensington Palace, reviewing schedules, crafting responses, planning how to modernize the monarchy. They challenge each other, support each other, and behind every confident step William takes onto the global stage, there is a woman who believes in him completely and helps him believe in himself. They share a unique balance. He leads with duty, she leads with empathy. At public events, they exchange subtle glances that speak volumes, a nod, a quiet touch on the back, a smile when the cameras look away. Catherine doesn't just support William, she strengthens him. She helps raise future kings not with pressure, but with presence. George is learning more than protocol, he's learning how resilience looks in the eyes of his mother. Charlotte and Louis are being raised in a palace where kindness is as powerful as heritage. And it's Catherine who sets that tone. There will be no medals given for what Catherine has done these past months. No official titles for what she carried, quietly, in the shadows. But make no mistake, she changed the monarchy. In a time of transition, when a father is preparing to pass the crown to his son, and a nation questions the relevance of royalty, it is Catherine who brought humanity back into the palace. She made the monarchy feel real. Through silence, through strength, through love. And when the day comes that William and Catherine are crowned king and queen, people won't remember just the regalia or the procession. They'll remember the woman who stepped back, so she could return stronger. The woman who didn't ask for the spotlight, but earned it through grace. The woman who carried the royal family. With a steady hand and a silent heart. Catherine's strength isn't loud. It doesn't shout. It simply endures. And that's why she is, and always will be, the heart of the royal family.